It's day 10 of the 57th BFI London Film Festival, presented in partnership with American Express. Tonight we'll be chatting to the creative team behind the critically acclaimed and rather brilliant 12 Years a Slave, which is this year's Accenture Gala premiere. But first, down at BFI Southbank, BAFTA winner Ralph Fiennes took to the stage to talk about his career both as an actor and a director.
It's a real skill to know how to talk to any individual actor to encourage them, and I think it needs a great sensitivity. You hear of directors breaking actors down or getting them to sort of be tearful or angry, and that is a way, I'm sure, because I think film likes those moments when something unprepared comes through the actor's face or body or voice, that something is just let out that they haven't, and that's, I think, when in the audience you feel that's real, it's happening, it's caught, it's that caught moment that I think is the thing that works best.
Back in Leicester Square, director Stephen Knight and his cast were here to discuss his new film Locke. It's a tense and Spartan drama, all set within the interior of a car.
Hello, can I speak to Gareth, please?
He's not back yet. Can I ask who's calling?
Ivan Locke.
Can I say what it's regarding?
Yes, concrete. Can you tell him that it's urgent? Can you tell him to call me back?
Yeah. Does he have your number?
Yes, he does.
Sorry, what was your name again?
Ivan Locke.
I love the whole idea of it, you know, and in fact it's almost like a play playing out, isn't it, the way that you filmed it?
Well, it's a stage play or a radio play, which is committed to film. Yeah, and it was executed in that fashion as well. So it's quite anarchic and quite orthodox at the same time.
The challenge, if there was one, was to to make it as believable as possible, just through your voice.
Was it what you expected? Was it?
It's better than I expected. Because it was an experiment. We didn't know if it was going to work. You know, it's like, can we do a film in 8 days? We just film one person driving a car and turn it into a film, and it seems to have worked.
Tonight, the BFI proudly premiered their restored print of the 1924 documentary, The Epic of Everest, and it was also chosen as this year's Archive Gala.
In 1984, Captain Noel, when he was in his 90s, wrote to the BFI, and he suggested to us that he would love to see a restoration of the film. The kind of restoration techniques we had up until very recently simply couldn't enable us to make a very significant transformation to the picture. With the advent of digital technology and the development of that technology, we've managed to make truly great transformations to the picture. It's taken us over a year to complete, and the restoration of 20 people from both the BFI and our colleagues at Deluxe Digital had to scan and digitally restore almost 10,000 feet of very fragile nitrate film.
And now the highly anticipated 12 Years a Slave, this visually stunning, emotionally charged story of a man abducted and sold into slavery, is being hailed as a triumph for director Steve McQueen and actor Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I want to ask you what part of the country you come from.
I originate from Canada. I guess where that is.
Oh, I know where Canada is. I've been there myself.
Well traveled for a slave.
Solomon Northup is an expert player on the violin.
I was born a free man, lived with my family in New York.
Be good for your mother.
Until the day I was deceived.
To Solomon.
Kidnapped, sold into slavery.
What was your first reaction when you read the script for the first time?
Well, I was kind of amazed by the script, and I was amazed by the story. I was amazed as well that I'd never heard of it before. I mean, I felt the responsibility of telling the story, which kind of gave me pause in terms of diving in with Steve on it, but then just tell the story as close to Solomon Northup as I could, just to connect to him, basically, who is tested in a way that he doesn't anticipate being tested and reacts in a way that he doesn't have any pre-thought that he's going to react. And there's something about him that he has an instinct for survival.
It's a battle for his mind. It's a battle for his mind as well as his, him being physically enslaved. And that's the thing that Chiwetel portrays on screen. There's a kind of gentleness about him, a stature, which I needed for Solomon, and he has it in spades, and he brought that to the role, because for me it read like a Brothers Grimm fairy tale. I mean, in the beginning, there's two gentlemen, Hamilton and Brown, who seduced him into the circus. I mean, it's straight out of Pinocchio.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like Once Upon a Time, and then at the end, a happy ever after.
For more festival content, visit us on the BFI player at player.bfi.org.uk.